You don't know what's going to occur, that's right. Because the unexpected is to be expected. Hi everyone, I hope today is going great for you all. An extra piece costs about $2.18. I'm not sure why, but I'm feeling rather optimistic at the moment, as well as now. Correct? I do feel bullish, albeit perhaps that is due to the latest news release. Not to add that our hypothesis was, I believe, verified by Brad Garlinghouse right here. Our emotions. Brad Garlinghouse responds to this tweet or tweets out. The vast majority of people I know had tattoos when they were younger, and later regretted them due of because a Harvard MBA recipient getting a tattoo after the age of 50 transforms their life. They have given it some thought and are certain that it will only alter for the better. Brad Garlinghouse is absolutely certain. I was reminded to wait 1,000% when Brad Garlinghouse responded with 1,000%. If that's true, correct? And from where we are at, the moment XRP does pump 1,000%. Even so, where would that lead us? More than $20. Fascinating. It's interesting since, although I'm not positive, I believe David Schertz was the one who mentioned that pricing as well. Mr. Poole undoubtedly discussed this area as well, gentlemen. Then a crypto, a reliable crypto too, isn't it? According to certain observers, XRP may or may not reach the $20 mark. That's interesting to consider, isn't it? However, he most likely implies that XRP will alter in a positive way at the moment. The world will be overtaken by it. Not even any cryptic messages were sent out by him. He only took a picture of himself laughing, but those people from Brad Garlinghouse are right. XRP will power the planet one day. For this reason, Arthur Brittle stated that it is to serve 7,475,000,000 people worldwide, which is the entire planet. Isn't that interesting? Well, what cost does that entail then, if that is indeed the case and we are discussing enormous gains? According to Bragg Rolling Hills, XRP will be essential to the new banking system. $1,000 to $10,000 for XRP. Is it feasible? It's easy if we're talking about powering the entire world class. Simple, simple, simple. Yes. As I travel the world, I'm always in awe of how much confusion still exists, so I'm delighted you asked. I invested in Ripples, people tell me. You most likely made an investment in XRP now. In many respects, Ripple embodies the Silicon Valley tech scene. Elevated, I would like to know why, while discussing XRP, all of these so-called elites or important figures in particular fields always include Ripple. Let's call that a flagrant falsehood. A Series A investment in 2014, a Series B investment in 2016, and a preliminary round of funding back in 2012. Additionally, since our inception, we have consistently prioritized our clients' businesses and financial institutions. And we have a lot of XRP, which is one of the reasons we use it. Instead than using proof of work or proof of stake, it employs an alternative technique for transaction validation called a consensus mechanism. This makes it extremely scalable in terms of transaction speed, cost, and general scalability. Therefore, we thought it was effective for cross-border payments. There is actual That is why it will power the entire planet, isn't it? Neither you nor I need to possess or even be aware of XRP. Why? Because it will be flying under the radar, or if I may use a more accurate term, lightning under the radar, right? Because XRP moves in that manner. It teleports, literally. The reason I suggest this, though, is that banks will be aware of it, but you won't be. So when you go to a bank and you want to transmit money across borders or over the world, they'll say, okay, sure. I believe that in the beginning it will be like we have a new technology that is possibly much faster, cheaper, and more efficient. You know that the transparency is 100% correct, and you know where the money is going because it's on the blockchain, right? It's on the ledger itself. Would you choose this path or the other one, slow? They already know that path number 1 or number 2 is swift, so what do you think the person will say about path A or path B? Everyone is going to way A, which is XRP, right? And then over time when it's integrated, guys, right? Then, in my opinion, that will simply take over and you won't even have. There won't be a choice. It would just follow that more efficient route for a business. The digital asset is called XRP. XRP's ledger, XRPL, and make a note of that. One significant player in the XRPL ecosystem that occasionally develops XRPL-related technologies is Ripple. However, there are undoubtedly many others in the open-source community, and we observe that some members engage in really low-cost activities that we occasionally participate in and occasionally do not. Important individuals should, in my opinion, be able to distinguish between those brief inquiries. Do you find some people's confusion annoying, or is it just something else? Is it an opportunity for education, or is it just another one of those things? All three. When you're someone who I kind of believe understands the difference or should know the difference, it irritates me. They seem to be adding to the confusion, in my opinion. Additionally, it seems to me that you understand how cryptocurrency has evolved up till 2019, I believe, in terms of coin market capitalization. That's right. Did you see correctly? That's precisely what I was discussing as well. There are currently some individuals in positions of authority in governments, as well as in all these many businesses and organizations. They would mention Ripple, right, which is the company's defense head when they wanted to discuss more P. That's a little odd, right? To further perplex them, you simply said that, what is the strategy here? So far, everything is looking fantastic, gentlemen. Let's see what happens next. It is absolutely confirmed that the matter will be dropped. Right now, all we need is an SEC confirmation, and after that, it's this. To be honest, it has already started, but at the SEC's closed meeting on July 3rd,